10 most expensive cities in the world. Have you ever been slapped with a meal received and left wondering whether you ordered a car or a meal? Well, such may happen when you're holidaying in some of the most luxurious and expensive cities across the world. The cost of living, vacation, and shopping in such cities are sky high, meaning that they are reserved for the financially unbothered lot. Today, in this video, we will highlight them so that you can steer clear if your monetary stand is wavering. Let's get it on! 10. Los Angeles, United States. Los Angeles, commonly referred to as Hollywood or simply LA, is the 10th most expensive city in the world. The streets of LA are littered with celebrities since it's the undisputed capital of the film and television industry in the US. It's the home to some of the most famous studios in the world, including the Paramount Pictures, Universal, and Warner Bros. There are also hip stores, glamorous beaches, and celebrity-thronged neighborhoods that make life in Californian city pretty much fulfilling. The stylish lifestyle in the city means it is not a place for starters, but instead for established people. As Denzel Washington said, in Los Angeles, everyone is a star. Feel free to be a star, but at the expense of your bank balance. 9. Tel Aviv, Israel. The Israeli city of Tel Aviv may not be a guest to everyone's lips, but it's undoubtedly one of the most magnificent cities around the world. It boasts pre-World War architecture, most of which were constructed in the 1930s. They're locally referred to as Bahugas buildings. Tel Aviv is a popular destination for experts and travelers alike, thanks to its numerous cultural centers, museums, and balmy Mediterranean coasts. Its rise in the cost of living is due to an exponential appreciation of the shekel, which is the Israeli currency. There are high costs specific to Tel Aviv, such as buying, insuring, and maintaining a car. This pushes transport costs 65% above that of New York. It is the only Middle Eastern city in the top 10. 8. New York, United States. New York is probably the world's most famous city, thanks to its appealing skyline and high-profile inhabitants, including the immediate former president of the United States, Donald Trump. Luxury shopping, unrivaled culture, and competitive commerce can all be found in the Big Apple. These, coupled with the enchanting beaches of Long Island, the towering offices of Manhattan, and the bright lights of the Broadway, make the city one of a kind. Spotting the difference between day and night in New York can prove to be a daunting task. The Empire State is loved by many, but those willing to go the extra mile in spending. 7. Copenhagen, Denmark. The Danish capital of Copenhagen is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. With its soothing Scandinavian vibe, cutting-edge minimalistic architecture, and innovative cuisine, this city is great to visit and live in. The taxes here are excruciating, but healthcare and transport are excellent. From the 19th century Tivoli Gardens to the cityside beach of Niven, there are numerous places to visit. The Danes are consistently voted as the happiest people in the world. 6. Seoul, South Korea. The South Korean capital of Seoul is home to some of the most magnificent modern architectural masterpieces, making its skyline completely breathtaking. Thanks to the numerous glittering skyscrapers that sprout in almost every street of the city, there are also futuristic shopping malls. Pop culture mingles with Buddhist temples, ancient places, and crowded street markets. A culture bent on hard work and success makes this Asian metropolis a thriving business hub, thus pushes its index up as Asia's one of the most expensive cities to dwell in. Before revealing the top 5 most expensive cities in the world, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by clicking on the subscribe icon below. Also, give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for our timely updates of our latest videos. Let's continue. 5. Osaka, Japan. To some people, it might seem pointless to ask the question, is Osaka expensive? The city, after all, is Western Japan's hub of culture and commerce. Of course, it's not cheap. The Japanese city of Osaka is exceptionally gorgeous. Osaka is definitely a thriving port city with modern architecture, vibrant nightlife, and hearty street food. Encircled by a moat and scattered with cherry blossom trees, the fifth most expensive city globally is a blend of 16th century history and sprawling tower blocks. If you happen to land in the city, you can visit Osaka Castle, Dotonbori, and Universal Studios Japan. Be informed that you'll be in for some mad fun. The city's nicest restaurants, Michelin stars ones, and otherwise can easily run at least 20,000 yen per person per meal. On the other hand, Osaka hotels are, with few exceptions, very affordable. Many of the city's top attractions are either cheap to enter or completely free. Apart from ultra high-end properties, hotels in Osaka are pretty affordable. This is the case whether you stay near Osaka and Umida stations, in Namba near Dotonbori Pedestrian Street and Kuromon Market, or even in some outlying regions. You can find a fair number of Airbnb apartments as well. You will find boutique business hotels as generally as the best bet. 4. Geneva, Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the most expensive places to live in the world. Taxes are relatively low, but insurance, services, and food are expensive. Swiss residents still have comparatively high disposable incomes and purchasing power. A 2012 purchasing power ranked Zurich first and Geneva fourth internationally. Workers require considerably less time to earn enough to buy universal products such as Big Mac or an iPod Nano. The cost of renting an apartment in Geneva is higher than in New York or Paris and twice as much as Amsterdam or Brussels. A 2-bedroom apartment in Geneva will cost between CHF 2,300 and 3,500 per month. Renting a house will cost twice as much as an apartment. According to a survey, a family of 4 would need an income of at least CHF 7,000 per month to maintain a modest lifestyle. As elsewhere, the general rule of thumb is that rental costs should not be higher than 25% of the gross monthly income. Added to the monthly rent is an amount for charges and utilities, which usually includes building heating costs and maintenance. This is the partial charge, and the actual usage is calculated later, then either invoiced or refunded. Electricity is billed directly to the tenant. Home to the headquarters of the United Nations, the International Committee of the Red Cross, and the Reuters, Geneva also boasts breathtaking scenery, a multicultural population, and high-quality living. Hundreds of wealthy individuals set up homes there every year, and it's easy to see why. When you want to dine, you can take your pick from one of the many Michelin-starred restaurants on offer. Among the dominant Guthrie is Le Chat Botley, overlooking the lake. For a change from a traditional fondues, indulge in the Genevian specialty of filet de perches. Geneva is Switzerland's ultimate shopping destination. Whether you're looking for designer flagship stores of the Rue des Rhônes, the independent boutiques and the department stores of Rue du Mont Blanc, or the quirky vintage finds of Plain Palace, shoppers can genuinely satisfy their needs for some retail therapy while soaking up the local atmosphere. Located in the middle of the Western Europe, Geneva is a getaway to endless destinations. But with the ski resorts of Magavi and Chamonix accessible within an hour and the lake transforming into a hub of activity during the warmer months, you may struggle to find a reason to travel elsewhere. Buying a property in Geneva may require more effort than elsewhere in Europe, but with its currency enjoying a continued safe haven status and its inhabitants enjoying an enviable lifestyle, it may well be a challenge worth pursuing. 3. Zurich, Switzerland. The wait wasn't that long, was it? Well, the second Swiss city is none other than alluring Zurich. It takes the 3rd place in the world's most expensive city to live in. It is set to backdrop the snow-capped Alps and embraces the dazzling, pristine lake. Zurich is a picture-perfect medieval city. It appears traditionally yet very sufficient, historic yet modern, and its core of finance and banking global. According to the United Nations statistics, it is the largest city in Switzerland and had a population of about 500,000 people as of 2017. 2. Singapore. The city of 5.6 million people, nicknamed the Lion City, is home to about 44 billionaires and many more multi-millionaires. Its wealth was the backdrop for the hit 2018 film Crazy Rich Asians. Singapore's real-life billionaires include Robert and Philip Ng, two brothers worth combined $12.1 billion. They control the Far East Organization, Singapore's largest private landlord and property developer, founded by their father Ng Teng Fong in 1934. Then there's the Wee family. The Wee Cho Wow, worth $6.4 billion, founded the United Overseas Bank, the Singapore's third largest financial institution, in 1935. His son, Wee Ee Chong, is now chairman and CEO of the bank. According to the South China Morning Post, Singapore's ultra-wealthy rely on tight-knit connections and intermarrying among the wealthiest families to maintain their wealth. For this upper crust, the most coveted homes are called landed property, which means the residents own the tract of land, not just the condominium with a building. The most exclusive of these homes are classed as good-class bungalows, which are houses that typically have at least 15,000 square feet of living space. In one of the Singapore's ritziest neighborhood, Orchard Road, luxury apartments start at about $22 million. It's also the city's commercial and shopping hub. When it comes to dining, you might spot a billionaire or two at Cut by Wolfgang Puck, which serves dishes like Japanese Wagyu beef, steak tartare, veal tongue, caviar, and Maine lobster. It's located in Marina Bay Sands, the Singapore's landmark that includes a hotel, a casino, a museum, a shopping mall, and an incredible views of the city and the bay. 1. Hong Kong, China. Hong Kong is a city full of millionaires and billionaires. The city now has the highest concentration of super rich people globally, surpassing New York City, Tokyo, and Paris. 1 in 7 residents is a millionaire, and the city is home to approximately 93 billionaires. Hong Kong is also the most expensive city in the world for housing. The annual Demographia International Housing Affordability Survey has ranked Hong Kong the least affordable city for housing in the world for 8 years in a row. While many Hong Kong residents struggle to pay astronomical prices for nano apartments or coffin homes, the city's ultra-rich residents live in multi-million-dollar mansions in ritzy neighborhoods like Deepwater Bay or The Peak, drive Porsches, and eat at one of the city's 82 Michelin stars restaurants. Alibaba Group founder Jack Ma, worth $46 billion, is based in mainland China, but is rumored to have bought about $191 million mansion in Hong Kong's most expensive neighborhood in 2015. But Hong Kong's elite doesn't just sit in their mansions all day. You might find them shopping at one of the city's luxury shopping destinations. The Landmark is a high-end shopping center in the central Hong Kong's financial district that includes Michelin-starred restaurants, Louis Vuitton's Asia flagship store, and shops such as Harvey Nichols and Tiffany. Hong Kong seems likely to remain a heaven for the crazy rich for the foreseeable future. That's all we have in our video about the most expensive cities in the world. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our latest uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comment section below.